This is spring cleanup at Linscott's place. In all of this St. John's wort, we went through pretty detailed and pulled out any morning glory that had started, as well as some bulbs and stuff that looked out of place. Fluffed up this and then cleaned up this edge. All of these plants, they had kind of spilled over onto this side of the property. So we got that all cleaned up and weeded. And then fluff. These beds are super dry still. I assume it's because their irrigation isn't on yet. But the plants look like they're doing just fine. So we did that on both sides here, and also cut back some parts of the St. John's wort that was looking a little bit dry and crispy. We weeded between these steps and the stairs all the way down. And then we also weeded around these steps as well. And then in this bed, we just took out all of the weeds that wouldn't flower or anything, cleaned out with morning glory, and then pulled out bulbs that had grown in this ground cover all along the side here. And then we did the same thing, weeding up in this top level up here. There's a lot of poppies growing in, especially in these beds. So we left those for now since they will flower, and then we can take care of them as soon as they finish with that. Got these beds cleaned up, lots of bulbs growing in here, so we left those alone as well. And then just a little bit of tidying up in this bed, fluffing and stuff, taking care of some weeds. Got this porch all cleaned out, and then this pathway here got completely cleaned out with weeds and stuff. If the weeds do come back, we could probably hit them with weed killer, but they were relatively easy to pull, so it wasn't too much of a hassle at all. So we got this whole side cleared out. And then in the back here, we just got all of this weeded, cleaned up. This meant got cut back the parts that had dried up from last year, and then weeded along here, picked up debris, cleaned up a bit. We kind of trimmed back this tree a little bit. Crystal did some pruning on it. Same with this one right here and the sprouts that had grown at the bottom. And then this was just cleaned up as well with lots of weeds that popped in and stuff. And then we just tidied up and cleaned their little patio space here. We did between these stones. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Everything is looking really nice and tidy now. We just want to make sure that the irrigation gets turned on in the front, especially since it's so dry. But everything is going in really nice. And yeah, for next time, really the only things with this property especially is keeping up with the morning glory in the St. John's wort and in these beds. But we got ahead of it today, so hopefully it won't be too much of an issue next time.